Hello everybody and welcome back to another house flipper. Let's talk. Yeah, let's talk a little bit about house flipper. Look, it's like it's not an emotional game, but there is some emotional ties to this game as we progress. It's it's so hard to think you go in and you make wonderful shit, right? I apologize for that. That was wrong adjective. Was that an adjective? Did I use that correctly? I don't know, dude. But anyways, what I'm trying to say is, you spend all this time working on a house, right? And it's not like it's a quick hit it and get it, right? It takes a little bit of time on these houses, and so when you're done, you don't want to let it go. And sometimes you gotta let it go. But today we have a very, very big project, as you can see. As we ended off in the last episode, look, it was a big one. It was we bought a house, right? Is this the house I want to make mine? No, probably not. Even though I really do like this house, admittedly, I really like this house, but I want the house that I own, and I want the house that I own to be exactly what I want. But this one in particular is not quite there yet. So let's go ahead and stop talking, and let's actually go ahead and start cleaning this place up. Yeah, I think that's probably a valuable idea. It's a great idea, right? Yeah. All right, great. First of all, thank you guys for stopping by. I apologize in the last episode. It might have been, I'm not sure. But there's a possibility where, let's actually just eat this stuff out of here. Disgusting. But there's a possibility that in the last episode, the sound overall, like the game sound, just might have been a little too loud. But I made the adjustments, so it should definitely be a lot better now. So what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna go through and get the trash, and then what I'll do is I'll go through with the broom, kind of sweep everything up after that. Oh my god, put that up. There we go. Yeah, so that's what I'll do. And the cockroaches, they are what they are. Should I switch it to glass? No. I don't have a phobia or anything. I don't know how other people feel about it, right? But yeah, thank you guys so much for the kind words. I do have to say, if you don't watch my other series, I have a little bit of I'm a little upset. All right, I'm a little upset when it comes to YouTube at the moment. I mean, I'm not gonna take out a personal vendetta against YouTube, but I'm just saying there was something that was drawn to my attention yesterday that I didn't realize, and I really wish I did. It came to me that it probably has to do with a little bit of the channel, a little bit itself, but the channel it seems to be getting a lot. You know what? Why don't I just get rid of this? I don't need these. It seems the channel is getting a little bit of traction, from all you guys stopping by and checking up on me and, hanging out with me for the day, even if it is, 30 minutes, or if you watch all my videos, then honestly, you're getting like 2 hours worth of content every day, which is insane for somebody who is doing this completely free. And no charge. Free content for you guys, and it's a lot. It's definitely a lot. Some people, it's hard to stay motivated. Most times, sometimes, not most times. I'm talking for other people. Now I'm talking for myself. I'm talking for other people. Some people they are like, how can you put out 3 to 4 videos a day? And it's like, because I really enjoy doing this, and I really enjoy. I can't get that last one. Okay, you know what? Maybe that's our pet. Maybe he stays. I really enjoy doing it. I really enjoy, spending time with you guys. That's why. Other people, they have a hard time with it because it seems like YouTube, you got to treat YouTube as a marathon. You can't treat it as a sprint. And You know, people will post videos every day, and well, they'll do that for a couple months, and you know, they'll see nothing will happen, and that's YouTube. That's all about it. I've been making videos for about how long now? I would say years. For years, I've been making videos, and just so recently, the channel itself has gotten a little bit of traction, and I'm grateful. I'm grateful for the opportunity to show people, you know, that I exist, right? That I exist on this planet, and that I love games as maybe as next to the, you know, as much as the next person, right? Yeah, so it's a tough road for some people, but I'll be real with you, I don't know where I was getting at from there, but I was a little bit sidetracked, and I did want to make that point across that if you're considering about doing YouTube, or if you are you know, considering, I should actually kept that that stuff was pretty nice actually. If you're considering of doing YouTube, I would first of all, I would say do it. I would say do it because it's definitely rewarding, and with all the people you meet and all the interactions, and dude, all the walks of life, it's what's incredible. Like, I know we live in like, but let's be honest, we live in like not the greatest of times. I mean, depending on like where you live, and you know, and like what country you live, you know, it might be worse for you than it is for others. Or vice versa, it could be way worse than you, and others don't realize that it is. And you know, people just need to be a little bit more self-aware when it comes to certain things in life. If anything I've learned in life, it's something I would always say. I mean, not always, but maybe in the last couple years now. You got to give people a chance, right? You always got to give someone a chance. You got to give someone a chance. You got to give them more than one chance, right? If you give one person a chance, then that means you're giving someone no room to make a mistake. And I think making mistakes is a part of life, of course. Making mistakes is definitely, it can be horrible. Yeah, it can be horrible, but it can definitely be a life lesson. And I'm no perfect person. I've made my mistakes, of course, and you know, even my wife, she's made mistakes. It shouldn't determine somebody's character over a simple mistake or even a huge mistake. People can change and people can rebound. I definitely do believe that. Anyways, as I was saying about the whole YouTube thing, yeah, I think if you are considering of doing YouTube, I would highly suggest do it. I know people are out there, and you know, you might watch some videos where you're like, oh, YouTube is dead, YouTube is nothing, it's all about live streaming and interacting with people. And you know, to some degree they're right, but YouTube is not dead. YouTube is a big website that offers a lot. I'm telling you, a lot of people come to YouTube every single day. And there was a time where honestly I couldn't afford a monthly subscription to your Netflix. I couldn't afford Hulu. I couldn't afford Amazon Prime. And I could, you know, at least I could watch a series, I could watch a show, I can interact with somebody for free on YouTube. And I think people are kind of missing that point when it comes to YouTube. Yeah, I mean, I feel like YouTube has changed. It has drastically in the last 5 years. Actually, I take that back. It's changed a lot in 5 years. It's changed drastically in the last 10 years, right? I think YouTube has become such a streamlined thing nowadays, where it's certainly part of a pop culture, right? It's definitely part of pop culture, and I think people just look at YouTube now and they're like, they see dollar signs, and it's sad. It really is sad, because it shouldn't be the dollar signs. You shouldn't be doing things for the dollar signs. I mean, yes, people do make a good living off of YouTube, but not everybody. And some people really make a comfortable living in a very happy situation that they create themselves with communities they build. And I think that's a huge thing. I think if you have a bunch of people that believe in you and that you can get a bunch of people that want to take care of you and enjoy you and enjoy your presence and enjoy your everything that you give to them, I think you can do pretty okay here on YouTube. But like I said, if you are considering doing YouTube, do it. And if you don't know when, or you don't know how, or you know, first of all, if you don't know how, learn how. Like I said, I've been doing this for years, and I've learned. I probably started my channel. I think if I look back, I might have started my channel back in 2013-ish, and I had posted videos in 2013, but I've deleted those videos, or I've made most of those videos private, because they weren't up to the quality that I wanted. And now that I have the affordability well, I shouldn't say affordability, but now that I have the opportunity to produce, decent content, maybe not the best content, but decent content to the point where people will watch it, I'm blessed for that. It took me years to have the equipment that I have. It took me sacrifices, of course. Like, there's a lot of sacrificing in doing YouTube, and I don't think people realize that. But this wall can probably go. Yeah, that wall can go. But if you are serious and you want this to be a passion of yours, or if this is a passion of yours and you want it to become something, you need to start today, not tomorrow, because yesterday will pass you by faster than you will realize. I promise you that. Time might feel slow. You might be in high school or something, right? Are these windows clean? These windows are clean. Look, I was in high school once. I was in middle school. I went to all the schools, and these windows are clean too. I'm surprised as well. I went to high school, and I'll be fair. High school, it was good. It was good, but it was probably one of the worst times I've ever had. At the same time, of course. The only part of it that was actually good was that's where I met my wife. So, yeah, I think that's the one great thing about high school. Other than that, dude, like, very, very difficult, and I understand. I know exactly what you're going through. Honestly, you want the bare honest. Like, I was not part of the popular kids. No, there's no way. There's no freaking way I was part of those popular kids. And that had to do with me believing in what I believed in. And it's a very weird thing to say, right? It's like, what are you talking about? You believing in what you believe in. That was my email. So what I mean by believing what I believe in, it's simple. It's weird to say, like, I follow the rules, duh. No, I feel like society has rules for reasons, right? And I feel like things should be ran accordingly, and not like some like dictatorship. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying if there's rules, you should follow them to of course, to some extent, to most extent actually. But let's actually get a radiator in here, please. Radiator. Anyways, what I mean by that is, back in high school, I don't know what it is now because I haven't been in high school in almost 10 years now. But high school, to be part of the popular kids and to be part of the cool kids, right? You had to like go to parties, right? You had to go to parties. Dude, I'm not going to a party. I'm not going to no freaking like, my parents are out of town, let's go party. No. First of all, I have bad anxiety. I don't meet strangers or meet new people very well, right? That's first of all, right? And I'm not using that as a crutch at all, believe me, I'm not. But that's a reason. That's a reason. Another reason is that just sounds awful. Like, why would I want to go somewhere where possibly like lots of paper. A lot of people are, right? Why would I put myself in a situation where like basic. Okay, here we go. Why would I put myself in an uncomfortable situation? Is what I'm trying to say. I feel like people that do it not because they want to. I mean, maybe some people like that uncomfortable feeling, but I can't imagine who does like uncomfortable situations. But I feel like people put themselves in that situation because, well, they have to, just so that they can be part of those people, quote unquote, those people, those, what is that on the ground? That must have been trash. Those popular kids, the cool kids, the everybody likes me kids. And I'll tell you what, like, high school is nothing. Like, if you're in high school right now and you're troubled, you're having a hard time in high school, I promise you, life will get better. Life will, it's crazy. I just wish, like, because when I was in high school, people said the same thing to me. Like, you'll get through the 4 years, you'll live. Once you're done with high school, life will get better. And, you know, as a teenager, I'm like, yeah, whatever, boomer, whatever they say nowadays, right? Dude, it does. It really does. And there's nothing wrong with being you. Staying to yourself as you in high school, even if that means, like, not being, I guess, quote unquote popular, being with the cool kids, being liked, especially liked. Like, people didn't like me in high school. It's not because I was like mean. I wasn't mean to people. I didn't believe in being mean to people. I didn't believe in bullying people because I was part of a very, very mountable town. Is this what we need? I think this is what we need right here, right? Yes. Okay, cool. I was bullied terribly in middle school. And it was bad. It was bad. I was bullied really bad in middle school, and it's because I was different. And, you know, being different, people don't like different. People don't like different, and that was, you know, an unfortunate circumstance, and it led to one thing, and then it led to another thing, and then before you know it, it led to a hospital, and you know, it just, it got out of hand, and I had to move schools, and I didn't go to high school where my middle school class, you know, would traditionally go. They would graduate middle school and they would go to this X on X high school. I didn't do that. I went to a totally different high school for totally different people, right? Maybe that would have been a great idea for me. And it was. I got to see, or I got to be with new people, but it was like the same shit, different day story. Like, okay, great, you got new people, but the same society politics or the same high school politics or the school in general politics still apply here. And I hated it. And I didn't want to be like everybody. I wanted to be me. And so when it came to like parties and drinking and smoking and even, no, that's not me. I didn't do that. I didn't believe in that. I didn't believe in children at the age of 14, at the age of 15, at the age of even sometimes 13 years old, smoking marijuana, drinking till they pass out. Like, that, no. That's not right. You shouldn't be doing that. And of course, that's my opinion. That's my opinion, of course. So don't like go off your handle and be like, well, what do you know? I'm just saying that's what I believe in. Or that's what I believed in. And I never in high school, not one time did I ever pick up a bottle. I never smoked. I waited until I was the appropriate age. I waited until I was an adult. I waited, frankly, until I was mature enough to handle stuff like that. And I think that's what the problem is people just are not mature enough to handle grown-up shit. And that's why they're for grown-ups. And it causes a lot of issues. It causes a lot of issues in people's lives. It causes issues in their schooling. And, you know, before you know it, they become addicted to this. And then they move on to the hard drugs. Believe me, I saw it. There was kids doing hardcore drugs after, you know, because they wanted to experiment. And honestly, it's that saying. It's like they peaked in high school. And I know a lot of people. I'm not friends with them, of course, but you know, you see them or you hear stories about them, and you hear stories about them in the newspaper or your local news, and you know they're in jail or they've committed suicide, and yeah, that's really happened. I'm not gonna say any names, of course, but yeah, that's really what happened. Is somebody, this happened about a month ago, and somebody decided to, his life was going out of hand, and you know, he was addicted to drugs, and he peaked in high school. Everybody loved him in high school. He was like the coolest kid of all time in high school, right? And like, all the teachers loved him, all the students loved him. He wouldn't have to lift a finger, he wouldn't have to do an assignment, and he graduated high school. But after he graduated high school, then came the real deal. Then came, oh shit, people are going to college. Oh shit, I'm not going to college type thing, right? What do I do? Well, I can't hang out with all my buddies that we hung out in high school because they got lives now. They have to go to school. They have to find a job, right? He chose not to, and so he just decided to stay on that quote unquote try to popular train. And you know, you surf from people's couches, you go couch surfing, you try to please everybody, and before you know it, everybody's like, dude, enough's enough. And so he went on hard drugs, and before you know it, he was in jail multiple times. And a close friend of mine actually works in our local jail here, and he let's actually get a let's figure out here. Let's see. This potential bedroom. This is the bedroom. I'm gonna make this a bedroom because I want the front room to be the office. So this is the office here. Anyways, my closest friend, he works in the jail, and you know, he would always tell me, hey, so and so is here again. Isn't that crazy? You know, it is crazy. And just about a month ago, it got to him. His brain was fried, and he decided to end his life in the jail, and that's where his life ended. And unfortunately, that's how it was. And we were on, you know, growing up as kids, me and this kid, we were on baseball teams together. We grew up in a sense together, but doesn't mean we liked each other, you know. It doesn't mean I fitted into his group of people. But it was very unfortunate. So everything in high school, it's temporary is what I'm trying to say. It's like you shouldn't be fixated and think life is high school, because it is not. I tell you what, it is definitely not. So if you are someone who is having trouble in school, trust me, it's gonna be okay. I promise. It's gonna feel like the longest 4 years of your life, but when you look back at it, you're gonna be like, wow, that was the quickest 4 years of my life. And honestly, you might be thinking, like, sometimes you might be thinking, dude, I wish I was I wish I was back there so I wouldn't have to worry about adult stuff. But yeah, I think you should just, it's okay. That's all I'm trying to say. It's gonna be okay. Also, I should probably do like let's do like a colored, like a paint in this room. I think that would be pretty nice. What color though? We have a like a tannish type color. So I preferably would like to do like a bright color. I don't want to do a pink color though. This isn't all the paint, is it? That can't be all the paint. We could do a tile. You know, even wallpaper is not a bad idea if we can find the right wallpaper, of course. We can't. Okay, here is the other colors. Okay, great. So white. So we got a lot of colors. Okay, cool. Excuse me, I got like the hiccups going on here. What if we did like a dark gray? How would that look? How would that look? Oh, what? Oh, we actually have to plaster? Wait, what'd that say? You need a bucket of plaster. Oh, we actually have to plaster. Oh, okay. I've never done this before. All right, so okay, so let's grab some plaster. This is cool. I've never done this before. So plaster. Nice. That's really good. Okay, buy one. All right, let's try this out. Switch to plastering. Yes. And then we fill it. Oh, baby. Yeah, okay, cool. All right, but anyways, like, you know, before I got into that, you know, weird story, not weird, but like deep story. Also, if you want to do YouTube, you should start. You should start now. Like, why wait? You shouldn't be waiting, right? I feel like that needed to be plastered, but I guess not. And you know, one thing that I see a lot in people that are starting YouTube or that want to start YouTube is that they are a little bit afraid to start YouTube. And yes, I get it. I get why you might be afraid to start YouTube. Let me actually put some lights in this place before it gets too dark. Let's do lights. Actually, can we just look at the lights? Wall lamps or standing lamps? Ceiling lamps. Okay, ceiling lamps. So in the office here, let's do, yeah, this looks pretty good. The inside? Oh, the inside light. I see. Okay, let's just do a white light. I like the white lights. And maybe like, actually, no, I want like a ceiling fan in here. Can I get a ceiling fan actually? Is that in ceiling lamps? Where's that at? Ceiling fan? There's only one ceiling fan? How dare you? What? That can't be right. Really? One ceiling fan? And it doesn't have a light? Is that right? It doesn't. Oh my god, that's terrible. All right, so back to the lights. Let's do, yeah, we'll just do the ceiling lamps here. Okay, what else do we got to work with then, other than, you know, something? I mean, honestly, a tube light's not too bad, I guess. I just hate how big these things are. Let's just do something. Ooh, this looks kind of nice. Let's do that. Like, look how big that bad boy is. There we go. Hang on a second. Let me just check my thing over here. Am I recording? I better be recording. Oh my god. I am. I think I am. I am. Okay, great. Yeah, so if you're thinking about doing YouTube, I would highly suggest doing it because it can definitely be a very rewarding experience. Yes, it can be a very intimidating experience, and yes, it can be a very frightening experience. But you gotta start somewhere, right? Oh, I would like to switch. There we go. It could be a frightening experience, but you gotta switch. You gotta start somewhere. And I tell you what, you're not gonna get it on the first try. I promise you, you won't. Unless you're very lucky. Like, if you're that lucky, my man, you shouldn't even be here. You shouldn't be on YouTube. You should be at the casinos. You should be on the lottery grind right now. But yeah, it takes time, and your craft and your skill will develop over time because my craft and skill has developed increasingly over time. I used to not have very, very good content, and I'm not saying like it was like not safe for work content. I'm saying like it was content that I know I should have done better, or looking back at it now, it was like, that's ugly. But it's okay because look, now we're here together. And we're here together, and I think yesterday, right? Yesterday was my 500th YouTube video upload. So I uploaded 500 videos, or my 500. So yeah, yesterday it was a milestone. It was my 500th. You already know. You get it. You understand, right? You do. I know you do. Yeah, so I have over now that you're watching this, I have over now 500 videos on the channel. And that's not even a fraction to what some of your bigger YouTube, well, depending on who you watch and content-wise. If you're watching gaming content, YouTubers, most likely it's not even a fraction of what they're producing, what they're putting out, right? So let's actually do another ceiling fan. I kind of like this, actually. I kind of like this drip here. Drip, drip, drip. Put another one right there. And then let's not put it in the bathroom. I want to do something else in there, and then another one right here. And let's turn the switch on. There we go. And then come over here and turn. Why did I think there was a switch right there? I believe there is no switch. I think I knocked it down and sold it. That's okay. Can I do this? Oh, okay, great. That works. All right. So then, oh, a little bit of frame there. Let's actually add a lamp or light to the front here. There we go. And then switch it on. There we go. Okay, great. And then maybe like something different above the kitchen here, of course. Like maybe like some of this, some of that, some of this, and some of this, and some of that. Like, bam. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Now we're lit up here. Sometimes, dude, sometimes I impress myself. I wish the lights kind of like stayed on when you were in the other room, but you know. Electricity, baby, you gotta save it for the world. So let's actually do something very simple here. Let's do blinds. I think blinds is a big one. Kind of like the foundation of the outside, right? Blind. Short blinds, mountable window blinds, closed blinds. I think I want like a low key kind of like, shit, I should have bought many. Like kind of an open blind on these back doors because we have a big hedge in the back, so that kind of blocks everything for the most part. You know what? I actually might just put these all around the house. All right, there we go, and there we go. All right, so let's just go ahead and assemble them. God, get off of that. We could actually, you know what? Let's actually give this a shot here and see how this looks. How does that look? Yeah, I think I kind of like that, actually. I think once this room fills up, this won't be too bad. Yeah, I kind of like that. Cool. And then, oh yeah, blinds. Yeah, so as we put these blinds up, even for the people out there, like, that aren't sure if they should do YouTube, if you should be sure, at least. If you really want to do YouTube, do it. You can do some incredible stuff with it, of course. Like I said, like you don't have to have 1 million subscribers to survive, right? You don't need to have that. You just need to build a community that believes in you is basically what it comes down to. If you can do that and you can get the right people to come in and share moments with you every single day, I think you're doing pretty okay. Honestly, I think you're doing just fine. Doesn't matter if you have 10,000 subscribers or if you simply have 1,000 subscribers or if you have 500 subscribers or hell, if you have 100,000 subscribers. If you have that backing of a community and that, you know, that sentimental, that I don't know, sentimental might be the wrong word, but if you have that, you know, that I'm always going to be here for you mentality, and you're here and you're there for your subscribers, and you know that viewer count and the viewers, I think the viewers will continue to stop by and say hello at least, and hear what you have to say from time to time, right? People's lives do get busy, so even if your view counts get low, you got to realize that, you know, people can't always watch your videos every single day. People can't always comment on your videos every single day, but I know that once they come back and their lives calm down just a little bit and they're ready to kind of relax a little bit, I'm sure they'll pull up the phone and they'll grab, or they'll head on over to your channel and they'll see your library that you've built. And that's one thing about YouTube. I kind of treat YouTube in a sense that, handyman, faster plastering, hold up to 5 tiles or panels and lay them faster. Honestly, I think I'm gonna do tiles. Yeah, because I think we're gonna retile this bathroom. But I kind of treat YouTube like, kind of like how a photographer would treat, let's do ceiling lamps, please. Kind of like how a photographer would treat their own business. If I'm not saying this is the right way or anything, but this is just something I consider and I think about. And you get a photographer, right? And they show you a binder, right? A binder, sometimes websites, depending on how big the photographer is, but they'll show you binders and binders of huge portfolios that they simply have made over the years and throughout their career, and that just shows you all the work that they've done. Now, when they show you all that work that they've done, oh, I hate that. Actually, do I hate that? I think I hate the color. Can I change that color? Let's see. I can't change that color. Yeah, so I hate that. But no, as I was saying, so the problem with this is I don't think it's big. Oh, it is big. Oh, baby. What the hell? Was that the same thing I just put up? I'm actually probably stupid. Oh wait, that was the recent. Duh. Let's see here. That was what we did last time. All right, so let's not do that again. What about this? That is tiny. Star Kid ceiling lamp. That's actually kind of cool. Like, you don't want to get some. You know what? This is actually pretty. This is fine. This is what we have in the kitchen, but this will do. The inside of the lampshade, which I believe is. I don't know what that is. It might be the color, or the inside of rims. Oh, it is. It's kind of like the trim there. Okay. I lost my train of thought. What I was saying before I got rudely interrupted by our light game. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, I totally forgot what I was talking about. That's unfortunate, because it might have been something that you might have wanted, you know, that you were really interested in hearing. But the more, I guess what I'm trying to say is that you gotta, if you are going to do YouTube, you gotta accept the fact that you cannot please everybody. You will not please everybody, and you will not make everyone happy. And frankly, everybody's not gonna like you. But the people that do stay and watch, they typically are the majority, and they overwhelm the people that are negative, or that people that are just, you know, that don't like your content. Usually the people that don't like your content, they're not gonna watch you, obviously. But the people that do, they're gonna stick around, and they're gonna, you know, they're gonna watch your content regardless what you play. I mean, that's the dream, right? The dream is, like, even for me, like, I want people to chill out and hang out with me, and I want people to watch the content. In some series, you know, unfortunately, they don't last forever, and, you know, there's gonna be a day where it's like, I'm gonna be playing something that you probably might not be interested, but the only thing that I can hope is that, yeah, maybe that you're not interested. Hopefully I can get you interested again with another future game or another future series. But as long as we build that relationship between me and you, hopefully you're there. And it's a kind of, it's a very like a circle here. Actually, I just remembered what I was talking about when I went into the bathroom, by the way. So if you commented, thank you, but I figured it out now. It's kind of like a full circle, because then it's like, oh, then you start branching out to like live streaming services, and you're like, oh, I'll you know, stream Twitch, and we can have even a more personal conversation on a one-on-one, which is so good to build, right? Anyways, as I was saying in there, photographers, they build these portfolios, and they would show you their work, and you're, you know, 9 times out of 10, you're like, damn, that's pretty good. You did a great job. And that's kind of how I treat YouTube. It's like you build this portfolio. People may not come at first, but maybe one of the days, one person sees it and likes it. Maybe the next day, 2 people see it, and both of them like it, you know, and it kind of starts spreading a little bit. It's like, they call it, I think they call it the snowball effect, really, but, yeah, and then, you know, after a while, some people all like it, and then they keep coming back, and, you know, and it's good. And then when they do, and they find your channel, like maybe people that have found my channel in the past month or so, then they can look at your quote-unquote portfolio, your photographer portfolio. I know we're not a photographer, but they look at your portfolio, and they're like, wow, I can go back and listen to this guy and listen to this gal, or whoever it may be, and see the other games that they've played. Maybe there's something that he's played in the past that I really love. Maybe he, you know, whatever it might be, I can go back and see. And so, you know, they hang around more, and then they learn more, because what they do is they watch some of your more of your commentary, and they learn more. Because honestly, like, when you're on these commentary grinds, you might be saying stuff that you wouldn't normally say, and maybe you might be talking about things that you normally wouldn't say, because after some time, you gotta, you know, you run out of things to say, and then you start talking about yourself. And, you know, people like that sometimes. Sometimes people like to hear things about you, because honestly, they are here to see you. I kind of really like this flooring that we've done in here. Let me know what you guys think about this flooring and this color scheme. Should I do it throughout the house, or should I just do it in this office? This is going to be the office. I kind of dig it, but let me know. Maybe I could do it in the front here, and maybe not in the kitchen. Maybe I could do it in the office and go throughout the kitchen slash living room, and then maybe not the bedroom. I'm definitely not going to do it in the bathroom. Bathroom's going to be tile and stuff like that. But yeah, I think today's episode is going to be a wrap. We have done a lot of work today. It's like 40 minutes worth of work, and we've cleaned out our house, and or this house, not our house, but this house, and we are working towards a big house. Quickly though, I do have to say, I am gonna go with that idea where I'm gonna build like a little patio back here, and I'm gonna do like a barbecue type area right back here. So that should be fun. I'm gonna do the outside after we get done with the inside, most likely. But that's gonna do in today's episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys did, please make sure to hit that like, and if you're this far into the House Flipper series and you haven't subscribed, I would suggest deeply that maybe you should subscribe, and we can enjoy this ride, enjoy the games, enjoy content, enjoy conversations together for time to come. So thank you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Do take care.
If you ever feel the same, it doesn't matter the time or place, just sing.